Grand Rising, beautiful beings. Meredith from Mystic Pathways with another helping hand oracle reading to see what Spirit has to tell us, to show us that can help ourselves regarding the current times. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it, it has a message of help for you. And the first cards that have come out, and with the tarot deck, we ask, what needs articulating? What thoughts need speaking? And we have the Prince of Hearts, which is also the Knight of Cups. And it's all about maybe a proposal is on its way. It's about love. It's about dreams, charm, romance, infatuation, a message. Maybe a message of love is on its way to you. And then we have the Ten of Swords, and it's almost, maybe that's what's going to help us come out of the Ten of Swords, because the Ten of Swords is when we've had enough of the negativity. We've hit rock bottom. And at this point, the only way is up. So it's all about endings and letting go and just enough with the negative self-talk. How to lift yourself up and out. That's what needs articulating. That's what thoughts need speaking. It's time for you to put an end to that state of that negative self-talk. And only you can stop the negative self-talk. Nobody else can do it for us because there's nobody else in our heads. And maybe you need to write yourself a love letter full of truth. Even make it dispassionate, based on logic. Writing that letter to yourself, because our emotions aren't based on truth. And we believe everything we think, and yet we need to question both to find out what's the absolute truth. And there may not be an absolute truth, because as many as people involved in any kind of negativity is, well, there's even more than that. There's a lot of perceptions and perspectives to look at things. So this is asking us to take a long, hard look at ourselves, at our own negative mindset, and promise ourselves we're going to do something different and actually do that. Put action into those words. Thank you, Spirit. The next deck we ask is what needs acknowledging. So this is what needs articulating, what's going on in our heads that we need to face, we need to challenge, we need to do something about. And this is what needs acknowledging, like what's at the heart of the matter, what's in the heart of hearts that we may not have spoken out loud, but it needs acknowledging nonetheless, needing to come out from the heart and into the light of day. And we have Raccoon. Not sure if I've ever pulled Raccoon. I have a beautiful cat called Fred, whose tail looks exactly like a raccoon's tail. It's quite funny. It's number 46, which adds up to 10, which adds up to 1. Beginnings, fresh starts. And the key word for Raccoon is generous protector. If Raccoon wandered into your cards today, the little bandit may be telling you to look around and see who needs your strength at this time. Speak up in defense of another instead of remaining silent when others are gossiping. Maybe it's time to share the bounty of your time, energy, or possessions with the less fortunate. But remember to help those in need develop their own protector and provider skills. In all cases, Raccoon asks that you honour yourself and others equally. Provide your own needs, or your well will be dry when you choose to give generously. Chiefs earn their eagle feathers when they promote every human's right to self-dignity. Acting in this manner brings the same honour to yourself and to your family. So that's what needs to be acknowledged. That's what needs to be brought to the light of day. Speak up in the defense of another instead of remaining silent when others are gossiping. And that's a big one. That's like holding truth. And it's so easy to stab people in the back and bitch about them when they're not around. And it's really horrible for people to just to go along with that narrative just for the sake of getting along and not being about them. But whoever's doing the gossiping, whoever's doing the bitching, I can promise you they'll be doing it about anyone and everyone to everyone else. It wouldn't just be about one person. It's in their trait. There's something within them that makes them feel maybe superior or better by gossiping and bitching and pulling people into their orbit to gang up on other people. This is a time that we need to put a stop to that. That's childish behavior. It's preschool, primary school behavior. It's not the behavior of an adult or a mature adult or a healthy adult or a functional adult. It's actually a dysfunction left over from maybe childhood issues, dysfunctional family, toxic dynamics that you've inherited. But be the generous protector. Protect the underdog. Protect those that are getting gossiped about and bitched about, especially if they're not around. Be a true friend. Be a friend. Even if you don't like the person that other people might be talking or bitching about, don't join in, because it actually brings your energy down. It's a reflection of you, not a projection of the other person. It's a reflection of you. So mind your P's and Q's. That's at the heart of the matter. Thank you, Spirit. Very important reminder for us to be in our own dignity and allow other people to have dignity as well. So having said that, thank you, Spirit. Oh, I love it. What then is the best mental practice for us? What is the best mental practice, please, Spirit? The best mental practice in light of the cards that have come out already. And we've got 2 10s, 10 of Swords and 46, which adds up to 10. So, yep, new beginnings, putting beside the heaviness, the darkness, the backstabbing, putting that down, getting on your horse and riding off into the future with love on your mind, with love in your heart, in love in your energy. Be the protector, not the gossiper. So what mental practice is going to help with this, please, Spirit? The best mental practice for the current energies. What is your story? We've had this before. We all live in suspense from day to day, from hour to hour. In other words, we are the hero of our own story. Because we can't predict what's around the corner, can we? Feeling that we are in control of our lives plays an important role in our sense of well-being. It's all too easy for the pressures of everyday life to pile up to such an extent that events appear to be controlling you rather than vice versa. One way you can help reverse this feeling is to turn the coming day's events into a series of stories in which you are the hero. For example, if you have a presentation to do at work, think about it as if it's already happened and tell yourself how well you did. This technique, if you use successfully, you can help to engage in your audience and the clever way in which you respond to their questions. Imagining, daydreaming, projecting, ruminating, all those things. But it's asking us, it's like, what is your story? We all live in suspense from day to day, from hour to hour. In other words, we are the hero of our own story. And this requires mindfulness, to be mindful and to be aware and to be conscious, present, grounded in your daily activities, that you can catch yourself when things are going awry, when there's things going on around you that aren't healthy, that are actually toxic and dysfunctional. Knowing that you are the hero of your story every day helps you become present so that you can hold your own dignity. You can hold that story so at the end of the day, when you go over your day, you can go, I did my best. I did my best. And you get clear for the next day. Thank you, Spirit. The mental practice, what is your story? Be your own hero. Got to be present for that. Thank you, Spirit. So what would be the best meditation practice in Spirit? Thank you. We'll take those. They wanted to come out straight away. We have break the chain. Perfect. Align your life. Perfect. What is not aligned or needs to change? So in your meditations, and you know what's causing you discordant energies, you know what's causing you to trigger, you know what's going on inside of you. It's like, be brave, be courageous, face it, and break that chain. This is what is your story. Rewrite the future. Don't succumb to the Ten of Swords. Don't succumb to being that indignant person that likes to stab people in the back. Rise above that. Be the hero, not the villain. And that is also our meditation practice, is to work out what needs to change and go ahead and doing it. Break the chains, align your life. And only you can do that by your choices, your actions, your words, your deeds. Thank you, Spirit. What is the best Dharma practice? Please, Spirit. If this is our internal practice, what is our external practice, please, Spirit? What is the best external practice for us with these current energies, please, Spirit? The best Dharma practice for us to perform. The best Dharma practice, please, Spirit. There we are, it's that one. Lifting the veil. Question everything. Anything aligned must go. Again, it's just confirming what's not aligned needs to change. What's not aligned needs to change. So in your meditation practices, go within, look at what's discordant within you that could be being triggered from outside of you, but it's still yours to deal with because it's inside of you. And that's going to help you lift the veil, and that's going to help us step into the next level. So with that being said, please, Spirit. Interesting cards. I found the last reading so powerful, it took me a while to realize discipline, self-discipline, and what helps and what doesn't help to sit with your self-discipline and put into action that which you want to put into action. And with Mercury retrograde, I think completing today, this is really timing for any shifts leading on from that. So what is the best attitude to embody? Life force energy. Of course it is. That is the best attitude to embody. Life force. Life force energy. Pay attention to your thoughts, dear one, and be the force of love that you truly are. That is the attitude to adopt. Pay attention to your thoughts. That's what the story's been saying so far. And be the force of love that you truly are. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. That is the attitude. Now for the approach. What is the best approach then? Thank you, Spirit. What is the best approach to adopt for these current energies that are going to help us maintain our equilibrium? Thank you, Spirit. Two. Awaken and believe. Lots of twos today, and we've got another number 1 and a number 4. Let's move these up a little bit so you can see. Believe and awaken. It's almost like lifting the white veil, like looking into yourself Awaken to yourself, the life force energy. You are it. It's like, don't live externally stimulated. Live being internally driven from your higher self, from your ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your spirit animals, your team. And your higher self is included in that. Your ancestors, they're in your bones. And then your team, that's in the unseen worlds around you. We're not alone. Awaken. Embracing the amazing soul that you are, and accept that you have a vital role to play. Go with the flow and follow the signs, for you are not alone. Divine guidance is with you every step of the way to assist you when you need to. This is the approach. Listen to your guidance. Let this pace flow naturally. Don't rush or be frenetic during this time. That is the approach. Don't rush. Be patient. Listen. Patience is such a powerful lesson to learn. Allow your beautiful petals to gently unfold to the amazing, magnificent soul that is truly you. That is awaken, and next is believe. I love that. It's so apt. We are all unique, each and every one of us, representing different facets of life. Your self-expression is unique to you, so don't think for one moment that you are not as good as another. You are amazing, talented, and so very dear. Not giving in is only delaying the growth of your soul and the souls of others around you. For when you make the choice to give it all you have, others will be inspired by your courage, your passion, and creative expression. Release any fears of security, stability, and finances. Trust that your needs will be met, and you will follow your heart with intentions to serve humanity. Doors of abundance and prosperity naturally open. The affirmation is, I am courageous as I soar to new heights of spiritual awareness. And through this journey of inner self is what's bringing us back to self-awareness, to our life force, to believe and awaken our own souls, our own patterns, our own gifts. It always comes back to self, because that's the only thing we can actually manage and take control of is ourselves. And even then, it's always a surprise. So to think that we have the right to control, judge, bitch, gossip about other people is ridiculous, especially when we're not looking after our own selves. Thank you, Spirit. So the healing code, please, Spirit. What is the best healing code for us to implement? To implement, to utilize, to embody, to action, but to mostly to use. What can we do as a healing code that's going to help us, please, Spirit? Compassion. Compassion for all. Yourself and others. It's a world we do struggle in at the moment. It's all a bit topsy-turvy. It's not a very sustainable matrix that we live in. So with this card, and I love the pictures on them, so hopefully you can see the pictures. There we go. In the card artwork, a dryad, which is a tree spirit, is connecting to a rabbit and a sparrow. The dryad's visible roots may signify the need to ground yourself. Try to look at a situation from a different perspective. The sparrow may indicate a situation being resolved in a creative manner. The rabbit signifies a beginning as well as working out social differences. The orange and yellow hues may relate to the sacral and solar plexus chakras. The colour green represents the heart chakra, where the major healing will occur in this situation. Reflect on how this card affects you. When you think of forgiveness, is there anyone specific that comes to mind? Where would the healing that comes with forgiveness be of benefit to you? That is a beautiful reminder about forgiveness. And because forgiveness is not necessarily about who you're actually forgiving, but it's actually more about you being able to let go of that grudge, of that resentment, of that hurt, of that pain. It's you being able to let go of that, put it down, turn your focus elsewhere, making sure that you have a boundary up around that kind of hurt so it doesn't happen again. And then that way you can forget and move on. You can forgive and let go, but it doesn't mean you're going to invite that person or that situation or that place back into your life. It's you being able to put it in its place so that you are clear to face the future, clear, clean, direct, instead of holding on to all this baggage from before. Thank you. And with this deck, we ask, please, Spirit, what is the best spell to cast? What is the best spell to cast? Thank you, Spirit. What is the best spell for us to cast at this time with these energies that will help us? What is the best spell to cast? What is the best spell to cast, please, Spirit? That one. Imagination. Imagination now sets me free. Divine Ones, I send my thanks to thee. And that's the thing about imagination, is you can imagine anything, the worst, the best, the indifferent, but it's utilizing that imagination in your favor, in everyone's favor actually, that we're actually granted and we are free. Imagination now sets me free. Divine Ones, I send my thanks to thee. And that's your team. We're not alone. Love it. Thank you, Spirit. With this animal magic deck, we ask what animal spirit to work with at this moment as a guide. What animal spirit to work with at this moment as a guide. Please, Spirit, what is the best animal, magical beast even, to work with at this time, to help us, to guide us? What is... I love the way that has flown out and landed, because that is my power animal. Horse. Horse is that free spirit. Horse is the one that's helped man get to where they are today by moving us, carrying our loads, allowing themselves to be domesticated. Horse is a powerful energy to work with. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for the reminder. Horse, freedom, again, freedom. Freedom from the angst. Freedom and power. Horse helps us free ourselves from burdens. Horse gives us the power to see our current situation clearly. Horse has come through to show you how to master power issues. It is showing you that something needs to be perfected and enhanced regarding your personal power. You could be fighting to get your power back from someone, or perhaps someone or something has been making you feel inadequate or more defensive as usual. You could even create situations to understand more about the nature of your ego and how to maintain your integrity in a spiritual sense within your personal or work environment. Horse also indicates a need for expansion, change, or travel. You're beginning to free your energy from this Ten of Swords, from the negativity. We are breaking free of old restraints and circumstances that bind us. Horse enables you to take the risks necessary to follow your intuition and guidance, to better yourself and change the circumstances in your life and support your personal growth. You can then evolve and discover the abilities deep within you again, to give you the courage to follow your passion. Love horse energy. It's all about that free spirit Again, from the inside out, not the outside in. Thank you, Spirit. And the crystal energy. What is the crystal best to work with at this time? For ease and grace, please, Spirit. What is that crystal energy, that crystal force that's going to be the one to help us move through these evolving energies? Please, Spirit. Oh. No, that's too many. Thank you. There it is. And it is Sugilite, dreams. Didn't we just have imagination? Oh, that's so cool. Interesting story this reading is showing us. Again, come back within. Come into your team, your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and your spirit animals. Come in, team. Come in and support us and guide us. Away from that which is bringing us down, away from that which is not aligned, allowing us to break those chains, helping us to awaken and believe in ourselves and move on into our life force, creating a different scenario. Sugilite, and it's a beautiful stone, Sugilite. It's a wind element. 2, 3, 5. Here we go. Dreams. When Sugilite appears as your ally, it is calling you to place your trust in divine purpose and follow your heart's dreams. You were given your desires as signal lights on your path. Pay attention to what you desire. If you have a desire to do something other than what you are doing, follow your inner guidance and find a way to explore your dream. Every event that occurs in your life is a creation that allows you to take a step forward to your path. When you follow your heart's dream, you'll always have the motivation and drive to follow your innermost heart on your path. That is not to say that you should quit your job today and move out of town. Of course, if this seems appropriate, follow it. But if you open your heart and your life to make room for your dream to take root, the universe will send the appropriate experiences and opportunities your way. If you start doing what you love in a small way today, you signal to divine that you are prepared to take action upon your dreams. That is so beautiful. Again, coming back to self, working with Sugilite to soften that mind and go within and find that creative force energy. Well, I hope this helps. It's certainly giving us a heads up of what is coming, what is going, and what we can do to help ourselves. Aho, amen, so mote it be.